Hello guys, I hope that you're all really well. So we are finally in December, which means I can start filming Christmas content. I unfortunately are not one of those people that can film Christmas stuff before December. I don't know why, no, I'm not Scrooge or anything. I love Christmas. I just can't really feel myself get into the Christmas spirit, and once the decorations are up, you know, I'm just full on into it. So anytime before December, Christmas is a no-go for me, but now we are fully into it and I'm really excited to create some Christmas content for you. I thought that I would start off with the Christmas tag, which was created by my lovely friend Lara and the lovely Kerry Whelpdale. I will pop links to their videos below because they did start this Christmas tag as a little collab and it was really fun to watch. I've got the questions all here on my phone and I'm gonna get straight into it. What is your favourite Christmas movie? I feel like I am a proper cliche here, but my two favourite Christmas movies are Love Actually and The Holiday. I just love a rom-com anyway, but I feel like those two are not only the best Christmas films, but definitely two of the best rom-coms ever made. I actually spoke to somebody at work the other day who's never seen The Holiday, and that really bothered me. She'd never even heard of it. Yeah, I just think that The Holiday is just the cutest film ever, and I just think it's just a cozy film to watch. It's got a bit of everything in it, and then Love Actually, you can't really beat it. There's so many cool famous people in it, and I just love the whole story of it, and I just always wanted Martine McCutcheon and Hugh Grant to be together in real life, and I just like watching them together as a partnership. Where are you spending Christmas this year? So this is a funny question actually, because I only realised last week that I hadn't actually asked permission from the person who I'm spending Christmas with. I just assumed that we would do what we always do. But yeah, I had it confirmed last week, so luckily it's all sorted, so I can definitely tell you where we're spending Christmas. So we are spending Christmas at my sister's house. We pretty much do every Christmas day. I think we've done a couple of Christmas days with Scott's sister, but it just seems to work with us really well. I've got two nieces who aren't children anymore, really. They're like teenagers, but Harry really loves seeing them at Christmas, and I think like Christmas is all about spending it with children, so I really like going wherever the children are. We normally on Christmas Day will visit Scott's family first. His dad very sadly passed away a few weeks ago, so we won't be visiting him at home this year, but we will be popping up to the crematorium to visit his mum and dad and lay them some flowers and wish them a very Merry Christmas, and then we will go over to Scott's sister's house and do presents with them before settling down at my sister's house, which thank God is a 2-minute walk away from my house, which means we can have a few snowballs and some mulled wine and just walk home whenever we feel like it. The thing I really love most about going to my sister's, not only having the kids there and spending it with her, she's like my best friend as well as my sister, but the fact that she just doesn't get stressed. She's not one of those people that gets really flustered over Christmas dinner, and we all like bring a different piece to add to the meal or add to the day, and I just find that it's a really non-stressful, really relaxed day. What's your least favourite Christmas food? Now I do find this pretty hard because I love all Christmas food, but I'd have to say that my least favourite is probably the meat. I'm not a huge meat eater. I do like, actually that's such a lie, I love pigs in blankets. They are my favourite. So I feel like I'm completely contradicting myself, but I guess it's the turkey, the ham, pork. It's like any sort of like the meat on the side of the roast dinner. I'm just not that bothered by it. I would easily have the whole dish without any of the turkey and just have pigs in blankets instead. And then I guess my other thing would be parsnips. I love the idea of parsnips, and I love them when they're all like honey cooked and stuff, but there's something about parsnips that I also don't like that much. I feel like they have a bit of a weird aftertaste. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I guess my least favourite would be turkey and parsnips, but I eat all of it and I love food. What is on your Christmas wish list? So I've actually watched quite a few people film this video, and I feel like they've all pretty much said the same thing, that they don't have a lot on their wish list and that they don't really buy for each other like partners and stuff. I am like the total opposite. I've got to be really honest here. Me and Scott go a little bit crazy at Christmas time and birthdays. We just really love to spoil each other, which is silly because obviously we are married and all of our money is one, but we just really love to buy each other gifts. We don't really do it any other time of the year. We don't really buy Harry things all year, and we just feel like, I don't know, we just like to spoil each other. Maybe that will change as we get older, but I don't really buy myself loads during the year, so I'm not really one of those people that sees something and just buys it for myself. I will normally wait until Christmas and then ask for it for then. So on my wish list this year is the Dyson Airwrap, which I know is like ridiculously expensive, and I wasn't interested in it last year. I actually tried it out, and for curling I wasn't really that impressed. But over the year, I've been trying to take care of my hair a little bit better, and I was actually recommended by a hair care professional that I try the Dyson hairdryer for my hair to stop it from being unhealthy and breaking. So I thought I would go for the Dyson Airwrap because you get the hairdryer, you get all the styling things, and then I can at least blow dry my hair nicely and it would be a bit healthier. So yeah, that is the main thing on my Christmas wish list. Also in my family, we always do wish lists because we just don't like to waste money. So we like to buy each other gifts and spend like money on each other, but we don't like to waste it. So we generally have lists from my whole side of the family, and we each pick things off the list to buy. And I really prefer that. I know that's not for everybody. I think some people find it a bit weird that people write like a request list, and you know, I write a list but I'm not expecting to get it all. But yeah, I think it just makes it a lot easier, and it just means that people aren't wasting their money buying you like, I don't know, 10 pairs of pyjamas when you didn't really want pyjamas in the first place. I also have a list because my birthday is actually Christmas Eve, so obviously that's 2 days that people have to buy for me for if they want to buy me something. So it just makes it a lot easier if we all have a list. What's the first thing you do on Christmas Day? So I feel like most parents are going to have the same answer here. The obvious first thing we do on Christmas Day is come down to see if Santa's been and then open our stockings. But the other thing that is like the very first thing I do, actually even before we see if Santa comes, is turn on the oven. So we have a bit of a tradition in my family, and it's now kind of passed on down to mine and Scott's family, where we have pigs in blankets and Bucks Fizz for breakfast. So obviously we want to eat those whilst we are opening presents, so I make sure that the oven is on and getting hot, and so I can put my pigs in blankets that I prepare the night before in the oven so that they're ready for when we open the presents. Do you wear your best on Christmas Day or your comfies? Now I really liked this question, and when I watched Lara's video, it just made me laugh because she was literally like, I thought that you had to wear your best. So I just know that Lara's family is just one of those families that on occasions like Christmas, I could just imagine them all really, really smart and really dressed up. So in my family, it's actually totally different. We've definitely don't normally wear our best. As I was growing up, I think I pretty much stayed in my pajamas all day, and I just never remember anyone being like particularly dressed up. I think we would normally just try and wear everything that we'd been bought if we got clothes all in one, even if none of it went together, and that would be what we would wear. But as I've got older, I actually feel like I want to dress up a little bit more, but I still want to be comfortable. So I've actually bought these trousers. I've worn them a couple of times already because I just couldn't resist wearing them. They're from Matalan, and they're like loungewear trousers, really stretchy and comfy, but they are glittery. So I feel like they are best, but also comfy. So I think I'm going to wear those with a matching top that I also got from Matalan, and I think it will look quite dressed up, but then later on it will be really comfy and stretchy for when I have my turkey and stuff. But generally we are not really a best or dressy kind of family on Christmas Day. We just like to be comfortable. We actually went through a stage of wearing Christmas jumpers every Christmas Day for a few years as well. So the next question is, do you like Brussels sprouts? I absolutely love Brussels sprouts. We've actually got them for dinner tonight. I like to have Brussels sprouts as soon as they're in season, if I can find them in the supermarket. I just think they're really tasty. They're like little mini cabbages. I love cabbage, I love spring greens, and I think if you cook them right, then they are lovely. I really like to roast my Brussels sprouts with some garlic and oil and salt, and I think they're really tasty that way. Or Scott does a famous, it's famous in our house, a famous Jamie Oliver recipe, which I will pop below because it's amazing, and it's shredded Brussels sprouts. I can't remember what else you put in it. It's got loads of garlic, and it's all just like fried up, and it tastes really, really good. I'm pretty sure it's got sage in it or some quite strong herb, but it's really tasty, and he makes a big batch of that, and we take it around to my sister's to have with our Christmas dinner, as well as like full-on Brussels sprouts, but yes, I am a Brussels sprout lover. I love the Brussels sprouts. Do you set a budget for presents? So as I said earlier, we do like to really spoil each other, but yeah, we don't really have a budget. We don't really say to each other, right, this is how much we should spend, but we aren't like millionaires and we don't spend like thousands or anything, but we normally buy each other, you know, like main presents. Actually this year Scott's not really getting much at all because he is saving to buy himself a Rolex. He's been saving for like years and years. I don't think he's ever gonna get there, but he's saving to buy a Rolex, so everybody's giving him money this year, and he's just gonna get a couple of very small gifts. But yeah, we don't really have a budget. I feel like we probably should. We have had years where we have had to be on a budget, like when we bought a house and got married and had a baby, but yeah, we definitely haven't set a budget this year. And the very last question is, what is your favourite Christmas song? And this still hasn't changed. Every single year, as soon as I hear it on the radio, I just feel so happy, and it just kind of makes me want to burst into song, gives me loads of good memories about going out on Christmas Eve with all my friends, and I just really love Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas. I know that is quite a lot of people's least favourite song because it's Mariah and it's a bit extra, but I just love it. I think it's so good, and yeah, I think my dream is actually to go and watch her sing it. I think that would just make me really happy. I just want you for my own. It's also that song, isn't it, where everybody thinks that they are a fantastic singer when they sing it, but actually the only person I've ever heard sing it and sound amazing is Mariah Carey. Oh, and the little girl from Love Actually. So that is the end of the Christmas tag 2019. Thank you so much to Lara and Kerry for creating that. I thought it was a really fun one to film. I'm not going to tag anyone specific. I'm just going to tag anyone that would like to take part. So if you have a YouTube channel, let me know if you do the Christmas tag and I can go over and watch it. Or if you don't have a YouTube channel, feel free to copy the questions and answer them in the comment box below, or just let me know an answer to some of the questions that you liked. Let me know if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!